Hello and welcome, my name is Movelis and today I'm gonna be doing a let's play of Formula 1 2015. So let's skip on into championship season. I chose to play as Infinity because I like Kvyat, I don't know how you pronounce it, because I think that guy has a lot of potential and I kinda like him. Uh, I'm gonna be doing a normal because I do not have a gaming wheel. I'm gonna be playing on keyboard, so it's a bit tougher to beat a legendary like that. So driving assists are off, there is no steering assist, no braking assist. I'm gonna be leaving ABS on. And let's go.
We're about to join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in Melbourne. It's not long until we get the session underway and we'll have some cars appearing out on the track. The teams will be visiting tracks across 5 continents as they battle it out for both the drivers and the Constructors' Championships. What race on the calendar do you think the teams will have a special eye on this year?
Well, I think the teams will be looking forward to the Mexican Grand Prix, which is being held back at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. It was last run way back in 1992.
This year sees Honda return to the sport, reforming one of the greatest partnerships in F1 history with McLaren. Do you think they can rekindle the success they had during the 80s and the 90s?
It won't be easy, but yes, I think so. It's been a tough few years for McLaren with the loss of Hamilton, Mercedes withdrawing as a shareholder and major investor in the team, and losing technical director Paddy Lowe. This could mark the start of their return to prominence.
Okay, so this is a practice run. I'm not gonna change anything really about the car. I'm gonna go with prime tires and we'll see how it goes from there. I really don't like when they give me a flying start like this. It's always in the corner or something like that. Okay, so I started in second place, right behind Bottas. Now, as you can see, I'm having quite a bit of difficulty with turning and handling, and Bottas is already well out of the sights, basically. Yeah, what he said. So anyway, this is a very foggy, well, not foggy, light clouded map, should we say. So rain is expected. I'm guessing it will start somewhere in the middle of a race, so I really should make... there I clipped. I clipped him, but that's okay, I didn't break anything. Light rain is expected, so I'm gonna have to switch it up to intermediate towers somewhere during the race. So I should anticipate that. Anyway, so getting to know myself a bit. Yeah, right. Getting to know myself a bit with the formula and the handling. So basically just gonna do one quick lap of the practice and go straight into qualifications. You can see me turning very badly here. I was too late with the brakes and going straight into pit stop.
Has recorded the fastest time of the day in today's practice session. The British driver will be mightily pleased with just how well his car performed.
Yeah, well, 20th now, but that doesn't count. You don't get any points for practice runs.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. We'll soon learn the true performance of these cars out on track. What can we expect to see in the following session?
Well, I think we're all expecting the Mercedes power unit to be particularly strong this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the front. But I wouldn't discount Red Bull or Ferrari just yet. We know they have the talent and the resources to react to any problem, so although they may be playing catch-up, I would expect them to bring some major upgrades pretty early, maybe before we even get back to Europe.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with option tires for this one because I saw some people go with prime tires. Now, prime tires are basically, well, you go slower with them, but they have more durability. Now, option tires give you more speed, you can go faster because they are tougher, but they wear out quickly. So, I saw some people go with prime tires for the first few laps, well, 7 or 8 laps, whenever you can go and switch up, go for the first change, and use lean fuel. Now, they lose a lot of positions because everybody else is on prime tires, option tires, sorry. So, their plan is to like save it for later, so they save rich fuel for later and fast tires for later. And the problem with that is, yes, you will be faster than the rest of them, but they already have seconds and seconds in front of you, so all they have to do is keep that position. And you will have to drive like hell to catch them, and you will make mistakes unless, well, you're a really good driver. But yeah, I went with fast tires, sorry. I went with fast tires for the first change, going on moderate fuel consumption, and saving so my goal here is to catch up to first podium positions. As you can see, Hamilton is in front of me on P4. I will catch him, but not in this lap. This is the qualification. So yeah, I managed to get in P5, I think.
It's been a mighty
Yeah,
qualifying
I'm in position 5.
today, with both cars
So
on
I
the front
have
row
a
for the
really good
race
shot
tomorrow.
at getting
They're going to be
the pole
unstoppable in the race
positions.
tomorrow. That's if they can stay
Team
1-2 by the
team
end of the first
objective
corner,
was
as there are some
P2.
fast starters behind them.
So yeah, let's see how we did.
The crowd are here and here in force for what is going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. It's a great position for Lewis Hamilton to start the season from, and one that he'll be hoping he can capitalise on and turn into a race win today.
Well, we all know that Lewis has raw speed, and if you give him a fast car, he'll win races. So if he can stay out front by the end of the first few corners, I'm sure he's going to be very difficult to beat.
How does Nico Rosberg go about finding the time he was lacking at the end of qualifying in today's race?
Well, he's got to stay within touching distance of the lead during the first stint and then look to capitalise as the car becomes lighter and the tyre degradation eases.
Okay, so as I said, option tires for the first 7 laps.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
So basically, in this game, first corner is everything. You can gain up to 10 spaces if you do it right. You see here, I didn't quite do it right. Let's cut the corner a bit. But I'm in P5, so as you can see, second corner much better. Going up to P3, a bit of fight with Raikkonen, I think. Was it?
The incident has been cleared. Now let's get back onto pace.
Yeah, that was him, Raikkonen. Okay, so already a P3, Rosberg and Hamilton in front of me in their Mercedes. I have no idea where my teammate is, but we are already making a lot of progress, and we are quite ahead of everybody else. So probably there was a crash or something. Okay, so this is my favorite S turn, to be honest, simply because you can go, get in there at full speed. Just put it into 4th gear and in the middle switch up to 5th. Don't let go of the gas. Basically that's it. I keep making these corner cuts, but they're not intentional. Now see what I did here. I made a huge mistake by slamming into their Hamilton's rear wheels. So basically that sent me flying in the opposite direction. So I tried to go on the inside, but ended badly. Now that couldn't have been done better, but it's okay, I have 14 more laps to catch up. Okay, so on the straights, their formulas are a bit faster than mine, so my only chance to get them is, as you can see, on the corners. Cutting into P2, Hamilton is P3, Rosberg is gonna be a bit trickier to catch up. See, here I'm trying to make him make a mistake, but it's not going really well. Here I again tried on the inside. I do catch him, but yeah, he clips me and I roll out. So unfortunately I have to rewind and try that again. Cutting some grass there into 2nd gear, full gas, but look at it, he's already, he's gone. So as I said on the straights, I can't catch them. I don't know if he was using rich fuel mixture or something, but yeah, let's see. Into 17 to 8, hard on the brakes. That could have gone better, but yeah, as you can see about cutting corners, I think I am going to get penalty for that. So, and I got the fastest lap here. I do not know how, but that is okay. So still in P2. Rosberg is out of my sights basically. I made a few mistakes, like, well, bad entry into the corners, I guess. Yeah, already lap 6. As I said, full gas into 5th. I do not know why I got corner cutting. I went over the apex, but that's okay. Okay, so here you see me, I'm slowly catching up to the last guy, to P20. I don't remember who that was at the moment. I can't really tell it. Okay, so basically he said my tires are getting shredded. That means I'm gonna be, in this lap, I'm gonna be losing some grip and losing time, basically. So in the next one, in the next lap, I have to pit.
Fuel-wise, we have around 60% of our starting fuel remaining at this stage.
Okay, so Ray Cochen is last. I thought he was like P5, P6. As you can see, I clipped him too. I don't like the guy. Yeah, he was in the way, so I had to make him pay. Okay, so still P2, Rosberg still out of sights. is Hamilton? I didn't see him at all. Well, in the first lap or two, but then he just disappeared. Okay, so harden brakes into third. So no rain still, and I decided to go with. Yeah, you can see my formula sliding here a bit, losing grip, so I have to pit in this lap, so I don't crash in the next. I decided to stick with the plan, go with option tires. Decided not to switch to intermediate because it's still dry. So I don't lose on speed, basically. Wet tires, sorry, intermediate tires, they are good when it's raining, but only when it is raining. So if I were to put them now, I would be dramatically slower. So this first lap is gonna be with cold tires, which is always bad. It's like driving on ice, basically. So you can't really force the car that much. You have to brake harder and to get the brakes heated. I don't know, they work around 2400 temperature, well, Celsius. I think, I'm not sure about that.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the longer we stay out, the worse it's going to get.
Okay, so in the meantime, while I was doing another lap after getting my tire changed, Rosberg went into the pits, so I basically jumped to P1. But as you just heard, I got a call from my pit stop, basically calling me to come in and change to intermediate hours because light rain is starting. So I'm gonna have to comply because you can't, well, you can drive slicks in rain, but that does not end good for you. As you can see, my formula is already becoming quite unstable. It's starting to slide. I have to brake harder, so I will lose on time, and I can't afford to drive 6 more laps like a grandma. So I'm gonna have to pit in this lap, hoping I won't lose my position, but pit stop, well, tire change takes about 2.4 seconds, but look at this, the timer starts when you go in. So yeah, they changed tires, 2.4. You need about 6 more seconds or so to get out. So there it is, I lost position. Bottas is now first. I'm in second, third, Rosberg in front of me. So I just lost 2 positions because I didn't predict rain. Well, I did, but I decided to go with option tires, prime tires. Sorry. I always mix those two. I can't remember which one is which. Okay, so here I'm switching to rich fuel mixture, trying to pick up the pace, regain my positions. They are quite away in front of me. I think about, well, it's a few seconds, but I only have 3 laps remaining, so I have to give it my best.
Creating quite a gap between yourself and Button. He's falling around 2 seconds behind a lap.
Okay, so 25% fuel for 3 more laps. With rich fuel mixture, that's not gonna happen. So soon I will have to switch to moderate fuel mixture. I would go on lane, but I can't afford it. I'm racing for P2 at least, so then I can switch to lean and hold that position. But until that happens, I have to pick up the pace.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. You're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're only about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
As you can see here, they already telling me I can't. Oh, there was Bottas moving into P2. I don't know why he was slowing down like that. Probably had an accident or something. Raikkonen again, out of the way. As Jeremy Clarkson said, 500 horsepower, out of the way. Okay, so 14th lap, still P2. Rosberg is nowhere in sight.
Brakes at optimal temperature. Brakes at optimal temperature.
Yeah, thanks for the info. Okay, so one more lap to go. Well, 1.5 actually. Here I made a mess that should have gone into fourth gear, then switched to fifth, but doesn't matter. There is Bottas again. That was Bottas, I think. He probably is having some difficulties with the car.
Let's get back up to racing speed.
Well, formula basically, not the car. Okay, so
We've gone through a good 90% of our initial load. 10% of fuel remains.
10% of fuel remains, and I decided to switch up to rich fuel mixture.
Close to 0.3 a lap.
Now, I don't know if that was smart or not, but watch what happens.
Users are prepping to receive right cars. Everyone out to the pit lane.
Why would you pit in the last lap?
Grosjean's losing time to you. You're lapping about 3 seconds faster than him.
Okay, so at this point, you basically have to admit, well, yeah, I have to admit to myself I'm not gonna catch P1, so I'm gonna make do with P2. But hey, that's still great. I mean, the season already has only begun, so we have a long way to go. You can't win everyone. So actually, team objective was P2, my objective was podium. Okay, so this is the last corner. Watch what happens. Listen to the engine. I actually ran out of fuel, but I had enough to cross the finish line. So it's all good. So that was the Australian Grand Prix P2. Not bad, actually. I watched Formula 1 last night. Kvyat was P5 or P6, I think. That music.
That's a win for Nico Rosberg at the Australian Grand Prix here in Melbourne. What a result for this German driver.
What a fantastic result for Nico. He'll be so happy to start the season on such a positive note.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
And that's it for me also. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.